I guess now we can start.
पिकमिकी द्वारा आयोजित अनुभव श्रृंखला की मोहिनीअट्टम कार्यशाला में आप सभी का
वीडियो इज नॉट ऑन.
माय वीडियो इज ऑन. हेलो हेलो हेलो.
Yes, Yani, you are audible. Start.
पिकमिकी द्वारा आयोजित अनुभव श्रृंखला की मोहिनीअट्टम कार्यशाला में आप सभी का स्वागत करती हूँ. आज इस कार्यशाला का दूसरा दिन है और आज हमारे बीच मौजूद है मोहिनीअट्टम की जानी मानी नृत्यांगना दीप्ति ओमचेरी भल्ला. अब मैं गुरुजी से अनुरोध करती हूँ कि वे इस कार्यशाला को आगे बढ़ाएं, पर उससे पहले यहाँ प्रस्तुत सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स को मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि वे अपना कैमरा ऑन रखें, माइक म्यूट रखें और हैंड रेज का ऑप्शन क्लिक कर दीजिए. कोई भी क्वेश्चन पूछना हो तो हैंड रेज का ऑप्शन प्रेस कर दीजिए. धन्यवाद.
नमस्कार, आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार. आज की वर्कशॉप आरंभ करने से पहले मैं श्लोक जो मैंने कल आपके सामने जो प्रार्थना मैंने जो रिसाइट किया था, मैं चाहूँगी आप सब मेरे साथ रिसाइट करें. सर्वेषां स्वस्ति स्वस्ति सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु मङ्गलम्. आप सबका मोहिनीअट्टम के इस रिथमिक के अनुभव वर्कशॉप में आप सभी का मैं दोबारा स्वागत करती हूँ. द्वितीय दिवस में स्वागत करती हूँ. आरंभ में सबसे पहले जैसे मैंने आपको नमस्कार करने का जो प्रक्रिया बताई थी, आज हम पहले नमस्कार से शुभारंभ करते हैं. उसके बाद मैं थोड़ा सा आपको संक्षिप्त में इसके कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स जो हर शास्त्रीय नृत्य के लिए बहुत ही प्रधान है, बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, उसके बारे में बताऊंगी. और जो कल मैंने आपको एक अडव सिखाया था उसको मैं रिपीट करूंगी, एक सेकंड अडव रिपीट करूंगी, दिखाऊंगी, फिर एक मेलोडी में इन दोनों अडव को मैं आपके साथ करूंगी, ताकि जब हम 26 जो लास्ट डे है कम से कम 4 या 5 जो इसके मुख्य अडव के मूवमेंट्स हैं वो हम एक मेलोडिक पैटर्न से हम लोग प्ले कर सकें. तो सबसे पहले मैं नमस्कार करती हूँ. आप लोग सब मेरे साथ नमस्कार. अपने दोनों पाँव को, फुट को आप
आवाज नहीं आ रही. चैट बॉक्स पे बच्चे लिखे उनको आवाज नहीं आ रही.
आवाज नहीं आ रही. अब आ रही है? अब आ रही है? अंजलि, am I audible?
Yes ma'am, you are audible.
Okay. So समपादम, दोनों पाँव को एक साथ जोड़ के रखें. त्रिपताका में आपकी दोनों पाम्स हैं. थोड़ा सा आप आगे मुड़िए और तीन तीन तीन. उसके बाद राइट लेग को आप उठाएंगे, थोड़ा सा आगे, नीज के आगे लेके नीचे जब लाएंगे तो हाथ को भी नीचे लाना है। ती ती तई। लेफ्ट जब तई जो आता है तो लेफ्ट फुट राइट के साथ जुड़ जाता है। इसके बाद त्रयशा करके आप धीरे से बैठेंगे। ती ती तई। तई में आपका अंजलि जो है नमस्कार बोस जो सामने की तरफ था अब सीधे ऊपर की तरफ आ जाएगा। धीरे से उठेंगे। ती ती तई। तई में दोनों पांव दोबारा जुड़ जाते हैं। उसके बाद ती ती तई। एक बार फिर से मैं करूंगी। ती ती तई ती ती तई ती ती तई ती ती तई ती ती तई। ये होने के बाद अब ये नमस्कार हो गया। अब हम कल जो हमने पहला अड़प किया था वो करने के बाद फिर मैं आपको इसके बारे में कॉन्सेप्ट्स के बारे में बताऊंगी। सबसे पहले था इसको जो अड़प मैंने कल आपको दिखाया था वो हमारे कलामंडलम कल्याण गुरु ने मूवमेंट्स को, बॉडी मूवमेंट्स को बेसिकली 4 खंडों में, 4 सेक्शंस में बांटा है, कैटेगरीज। तगनम, जगनम, धगनम, सम्मिश्र। तगनम जो है वो जो पहले कुछ अडव हैं, पहले कुछ मूवमेंट हैं, वो तगनम के अंतर्गत आती है। ऐसे कोई 10-12 हैं, मैंने केवल मुख्य 1 या 2 आपको मैं सिखा पाऊंगी। सबसे पहले हमने कल जो सीखा था वो त्रयश्र में 1 फुट डिस्टेंस से आप बैठ जाते हैं एंड यू फोल्ड योर हैंड्स इन अंजलि, यू बेंड डाउन 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8। इसको मैं अब जति के साथ यानी चुनने के साथ मैं इसको दोहराऊंगा। तई तई ती ती तई तई ती ती 1 2 3 4 1 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8। फुटवर्क आप एक बार और ध्यान से देखिए। Are you able to see the screen? Footwork में देखिए, you are standing at Trayashra. Take about a little more than 1.5 feet distance. This basic standing posture has only 1 foot distance between both the heels. But when we are doing this movement, it can take up to 1.5 foot. So you start from standing position, then you slide your feet, then bring the left foot in Agratala Sanchara, then take and again slide this left feet in front of the right foot with its sides actually touching. Only the side of the left foot is touching. I hope you are able to see. Right? Similarly, the left foot slides back. The right foot comes in Agratala Sanchara, slides back. The left foot comes in Agratala Sanchara, slides back. The right foot slowly slides, comes in front of the left foot and placed on its side. So now we'll do that again. T. T. Now you see how my body is going. T. 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 This is all in Anamandi. T. You're not to get up at all. T. T. Got it? Now I'll teach you one more Taganam movement. In that, I told you yesterday, I told you how to place your foot, the right foot, slightly in front on the front right corner, which is about, again, 1.5 foot distance between the left foot and the right foot, right? So this is the Krayashra, this is the Krayashra, and you are keeping to about 1.5 feet distance, right? So the second one has T, Ta, and you move back, move up. T, T. You hit with your toes of your feet. T, T, right? Similarly, the same way this is your position. The same way the left foot moves up, T, slides up, Ta, T, T, and you have to hit it with your toes of the left foot, right? Just remember, it should not be lifted up and stabbed. It is just slowly to show that this is the rhythmic beat, the Kala Pramana you are trying to show, right? I'll show that through my just the body movement. Watch, and then you can watch it on the screen also. You bend from the left side. T. Now, when you are moving to the right, the left foot is on your suji. Ta. Bend from the right side to the left side. Bring it in, Sarpapadam. T. T. Now, in Mohiniattam, since everything is moving up and down like the waves of the ocean, you have to give that gliding movement, right? So to make this movement a little more aesthetically beautiful, you move up a little bit and down while you're hitting with your toe. The left foot you can raise a little bit on its toes and come back. So it makes it a little more aesthetically beautiful. Watch again. T, ta, T, T. From the right, you move to the left. Ta. Left foot goes behind, move up and down. Again. T, ta, T, 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 ta, T, T. Right? Now with this is the basic foot movement. We sit on the Aramandi. The right hand is in Pataka and the left hand is called Dola. You just leave it. This is the sign of a woman who is of a noble nature. This particular stance generally is particularly meant for what we call as the graceful posture. The Kanshiki, Sukumara, or the graceful posture, right? So here I'm putting my left hand in Dola, the right hand in Tripataka. Move from the left side. The right hand goes a little down, not too much, just from your chest level, little near the torso, and moves towards your shoulder level. Ta comes back to your shoulder, takes a turn. When your right leg is taking a turn, the left palm from this position, the right palm from this position takes a turn facing upwards. Take, take. Watch again. Ti, ta, ti, ti. Watch again. Ti, ta, ti, ti. Now when you are doing ti, ti, your body should be slightly bend. Your body should be slightly moved towards the left side. It's not exactly the center. Now this is the center position. This is your front side. When you do titti, then this is your left side, left front side. This is your right front side. This is your center. This is your left front side, right? So stand up, Yaramandi, sit, move a little up, move to down, ti, ta, ti, ti. Now when you are doing this, your neck also should move. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the elbow. Remember this elbow, when you are doing this, should not come down like that. It should be at the shoulder level. It should never be below the shoulder level. So, ti, ta, ti, ti. And this should be left loose, not neither stretched, not to the front, not to the back, slightly in front of your waist, slightly, not too much to the side, right? Ti, ta, ti, ti. Play with the shoe. And then I'll show you on your screen again. 1, 2, 3, start. Surabhi, will you show it again? Surabhi, are you there? Surabhi? Actually, you show the screen then. Show the screen.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible now?
Yeah, can you show?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. You speak yourself because it may delay, my sound might delay.
1, 2, 3, start. Ti, ta, ti, 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 ta, ti, 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 ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti.
Now watch this on the screen through my BPT.
Yes, ma'am.
She has it. So she will show it. Okay, Malvika, you will show that PPT that Kaganam Titta.
Yes, ma'am. I'll share the screen.
You show from the first one, Malavika.
Next, we come to the Adavus. Adavus are the beautiful dance units which combine and give a beautiful shape and structure to Mohiniattam. The Adavus in Mohiniattam have been divided into 4 divisions: Taganam, Jaganam, Dhaganam, Sammishram. I would be presenting some very important and most commonly used Adavus in Mohiniattam. The first category, which is Taganam, I shall first recite and then show the foot movement, followed by the hand and the body movement. Tay, tay, ti, ti. Remember that every pause is also taken as a count. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now showing the pada movement, the right foot on its Agratala Sanchara, softly being placed 1 foot distance, bringing the left toes near the heel of the right foot, taking it back to its position, bringing the right foot again, taking it to 1 foot distance, lifting softly the left feet, keeping it in front of the right foot on its side. So let us see how the Vaitari goes. Tei, tei, ti, ti. The important hand gestures which are used, or hastas which are used, are Anjali, Tripatakam, Hamsasyam, Alapatma, Ardhachandra, Mushti. Now starting with the Anjali, towards the left side with Drishti in front of the hand, you first sit in the Aramandi. Hey, 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 hey. The next is ti, ta, ti, ti. The right, standing in the Vardhamanaka position, the right foot is placed to about 1 foot distance from the left foot towards an angle, bending from the left side in a half crescent moon shape, go towards the right, bending the right knee and stretching the left leg. Come back in the half crescent moon shape, rotate the right foot behind the heel of the left and hit it twice. So we have ti, ta, ti, ti. Now in this, the palm of the right hand faces inwards and the left hand in the shape of a dola. So begin in Aramandi. Ti, ta, ti, ta, ti, ti. The third one.
That's enough, Malvika. Thank you. Because of there is a connectivity there, there is a connectivity issue, so we are not able to see the Adavus clearly. So I'll come back to this Adavu, the second Adavu again. Please watch my Adavu. You keep your palm, the right palm in Tripatakam, and you are standing in Trayashra. Now you move your right foot to 1.5 distance to the right front corner. Te, ta, te, 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 ta. Now you see your body has to sway. 1, 2, 3. It has to be gradual. You can't just go straight, come back straight. It has to be gradual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Hagana movement. Now these two, we will put it into a melodic form. The first and the second. First, I would like to talk to you something about the important concepts. There are four very important concepts which are followed by every dance form, every classical dance form. I hope I'm audible. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, every classical dance, why do we call it as classical? There are a lot of questions, lot of debate going on this term classical, and it's very very difficult. हम जो शास्त्रीय बोलते हैं, उसको हम संप्रदाय क्यों नहीं बोलते हैं, ट्रेडिशनल क्यों नहीं बोलते हैं, शास्त्रीय क्यों बोलते हैं? ऐसा क्यों है कि there are so many dance forms in different parts of our country which are equally as good as the so-called 7 or 8 classical dances that we have now evolved. उसमें बहुत सारी चर्चाएं चल रही हैं, मगर मुख्य रूप से मुझे जो लगता है वो ये है कि जब हम शास्त्रीय बोलते हैं, हम किसी शास्त्र के साथ उसको जोड़ना बहुत जरूरी है, और उस शास्त्र के साथ जब हम जोड़ते हैं तो उसमें हमारे हर एक अंग का जो संचालन है वो बहुत क्लियरली स्पेसिफाइड होना चाहिए. अगर वो स्पेसिफाइड है, अगर वो यूनिफॉर्मली अडॉप्टेड है, and a kind of an intellectual thought process has gone into that whole art form, then I consider it to be equally as good and as important as what we call as classical. Traditional क्या है? Traditional becomes very focused to one particular state, और उनके अपने जो संप्रदाय हैं, उनके जो ट्रेडिशनल, उनके जो क्या बोलते हैं वहाँ के कस्टम्स हैं, कल्चर्स हैं, उससे जुड़े हैं. उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा स्पेसिफिक जरूरी नहीं है, उसमें अपनी अहमियत है. It has its own intellectual inputs. It has its own. There is some kind of a process, thought process there, maybe yes, but all may not follow the same type equally. They may have different ways of adopting. So that is why, to clear all that, perhaps we have a tribal, we have a folk, we have a traditional, we have a classical. That does not mean, when you say classical, it does not mean it is the most highly intellectual art form. No, traditional art forms are equally difficult to train, understand and perform, as difficult as a classical. But you need to have, there are certain differences between traditional and classical, which is generally what I understand, and generally what people understand also. For instance, we are following a particular shastra, जैसे नाट्य शास्त्र, अभिनय तर्पण, और अब अगर मैं अपने केरल का शास्त्र देखती हूँ तो उसमें हस्त लक्षण दीपिका है, पादराम भरतम है. ये कुछ हमारे शास्त्र हैं जिसमें हमें अपने बॉडी पार्ट्स का अंग उपांग प्रत्यांग के बारे में बताते हैं, किस तरह से इसका जो है कौन कौन से अंग हैं, कौन कौन से बॉडी पार्ट्स हैं जो अंग में आते हैं, कौन से पग में आते हैं, कौन से प्रत्यांग में आते हैं, किस तरह से हम इनके मूवमेंट्स कर सकते हैं, दृष्टि कैसे आनी चाहिए, हमारे जो चारीज कैसे होनी चाहिए, भ्रमरी कैसे, ऐसे डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज दे रखे हैं जो हमारे मूवमेंट से जुड़े हुए हैं. तो वो शास्त्र को हम हर कोई क्लासिकल डांस फॉर्म उसको almost, I wouldn't say exactly, almost same form में हम उसको adopt करते हैं. अब शास्त्रीय जब मैं बोलती इसमें मुख्य रूप से there are three very important components. One is the nritta, the other is the nritya, and the third is the the natya. Nritta, as we generally understand, whatever I'm going to tell you here is not going deep into these concepts, because when you go deep into the concepts, these concepts have changed from the time that they were defined from Natya Shastra period to the current times. Now, when you understand these terms in the present times, there is quite a lot of difference. But on the general peripheral level, let us understand that when you say nritta, it means pure dance. Now, what do you mean by pure dance? It means that when you are doing certain movements, those movements are just meant for aesthetically enhancing that particular art form. And that aesthetic enhancement is very much connected to the regional variations, the regional customs and traditions, which we call as pravritti, the pravritti of the people. The regional distinction between one region to another is how do we come to know the costumes, the language, the instruments, the way we walk about our language, the way we talk, even our style of the body language. If you find you go to certain region, the body language and the manner in which they speak is very soft and very delicate. When you go to another region, they are very bold. The manner when they talk, the whole body language becomes very, erect in such a way, and the manner in which they speak it's very bold, and to some extent, sometimes it's very loud. And on the other hand, the speech may be very soft. The language may be very soft, spoken language. So these are the pravrittis, right? The regional variations. So in the nritta you do, these movements reflect the regional culture and traditions. And also, of course, the natural beauty. What is so beautiful about the movements of Mohiniattam? It reflects not only the custom tradition, but the natural beauty. What is the natural beauty? The swaying coconut palm trees, the green paddy fields, and the waves of the ocean. I mean, so many things that you can connect the region to those movements, the up and down movements of Mohiniattam. Nritta is all about that. You have the footwork, you have the limbs, you have the knee, every joint, you have the wrist, you have the palm, you have the neck, you have the face, and of course the eyes, which are very important. All these come under the nritta. The same nritta, when symbolically represents something that the spectator is immediately able to understand, oh, doesn't this look like a movement of a peacock? Doesn't this look like a movement of the way generally a woman walks or a man walks? But doesn't this reflect this is something? So when the onlooker connects that movement with something which is very specific, he found, which is very, with which he can actually connect it from what is existing in the real world, in this world, in this real world, around him. That becomes nritya. So nritya is that which has some kind of a symbolism or some kind of a representation. Now, when I say I'm going, this is a movement that makes me go on tiptoes. So you say, okay, so these are the details. But when I'm using some kind of say a peacock who's moving on toes, immediately you'll come to know, oh, so she's trying to do this movement which is connected to a peacock. Now what she's dancing is peacock. Similarly, when I say that, when I use say the first winner, the Adavu and which I use, when I do this particular movement, you say, okay, this is a nritta portion. That's a beautiful body movement that she's trying to show. But when the same thing, I say stop, or I say please come, please come, or something like this. Come, please come. I am trying to connect the same Tripataka with something that you are able to immediately understand. I say, come, please come, please come. Or if I'll slap you, you know, something like I pick up my hand, I lift my hand, so you say, oh, she's going to strike. She's trying to show that she's going to strike. So that kind of a representation is generally understood to have Nritya. What happens in Natya? In Natya, okay, at this I just remember something. In Mohiniattam, you know, we have a very popular dance item called as Pandatam, that is a game of the ball. A ball game. Now this Pandatam is a very, very popular form of Stree Nritya, female dance, which was present in almost every kind of woman dancing in the southern part of India. It was a very popular dance. And they had different names also, Ammanattam, and also many names have been given by different regions. Now, if you take this Tripataka, if I just do this, you feel that I'm striking something, right? Now, when I strike and I lift, I push it up, then I catch, I strike. It gives you a feeling that I'm throwing something up, I'm catching it. I'm hitting it on the ground, catching it again. So you presume that it would be a ball. So all these movements, when they reflect something, it becomes a rhythm. What happens to a Natya? Natya is considered in a peripheral, what you call it as facial expression, but of course it goes much deeper. I'm not going to talk here about it. In the facial expression, we have a lot of emotions. हम लोग सबके अंदर, सभी के अंदर, अगर हम इंसान हैं, कहते हैं, if we are human beings, we must have, we ought to have many emotions and sentiments that keeps out coming out in some form. When we are happy, it comes out in one form. When we are unhappy, it comes out in another form. But these emotions, these sentiments, they lie dormant in our, what you call as hamare andar, in our soul. They are somewhere dormant in us. They lie dormant. और जब कोई ऐसा situation आता है that it triggers that emotion, it comes out in the form of a So that sentiment or emotion comes out whenever we are feeling something inside, that comes out in calm. So Natya means facial expressions that depict the 9 sentiments. We have 9 sentiments. If I have time, I'll speak to you about those 9 sentiments. Now these 9 sentiments reflect our happiness, our sadness, our anger, our disgust. So many things, about 9 of them have been categorized, which we show from time to time, depending upon the situation. Now, for instance, मैं आपको एक एग्जाम्पल देती हूँ, आपको समझ में। अब जैसे एक लाइन है, जय जगदीश नंद किशोरा, जय जगदीश नंद किशोर, जय जगदीश नंद किशोर, जय जगदीश. Jagadisha, the Lord of the world. Nanda, this is the name. Nanda Kishora, the child of Nanda. Now this is the hand movement. Jaya Jagadisha, Nanda Kishora, Jaya Jagadisha. Now this is a word-to-word meaning which I am showing through Nritya. Nritya, because I'm using certain mudras and gestures, and which people are able to understand. Oh, she means this is a child and this is a nanda. So whoever understands the mudra, the meaning of the mudra, is able to connect. So it becomes a Nritya. But when I am trying to improvise on that, how do I improvise? You must have all known the pranks of uh, Krishna. This is based on Krishna, right? So what are the different pranks? There's so many pranks Krishna is supposed to have done as a child. माँ कंचोर है और उसने मिट्टी खा ली थी तो माँ उसको जैसे मुंह बोलने को बोलती है कि मैं तुमने क्या खाया है तुमने वो कहती है मैंने कुछ नहीं खाया then he opens his mouth और माँ उसने पूरा एक यूनिवर्स उसके मुंह के अंदर देखती तो समझ जाती है कि he is not an ordinary child but he is an incarnation of God himself. So उस टाइम पे जो हम दिखाते हैं वो एक नाट्य का रूप है जहाँ पे हम अपनी फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस को दिखाते हैं. अब जैसे जब वो अपना मुंह खोलता है कृष्णा और माँ उसको नाराज होती है, she picks up, she tries to pretend to as if hit him and raises her arm to show that she's going to strike him, and he suddenly opens to pretending that he is scared of his mother. So when he opens and she looks into his mouth, the astonishment, वो जो अद्भुत है, अद्भुत जो रस निकलता है, जो उसमें the अद्भुत रसा, अद्भुत भाव, विस्मय भाव, अद्भुत रसा, वो जो दिखाई देता है उसको, she's so dumbstruck. She never visualized that such a small little mouth could have all the entire universe. तो वहाँ जो अद्भुत रस जो उसकी आंखों में दिखाई देता है कि ये what is this? And then she looks up and she wonders, oh my God, is this my child or is this you, O Lord? So there are various ways to represent it. I'm just trying to show one of the ways. ये जो हम भाव आते हैं वो नाट्य में परिवर्तित हो जाते हैं और नाट्य में of course यही एक एस्पेक्ट नहीं है, ये उसका एक अंग है. नाट्य में बहुत सारी चीजें आती हैं, ये उसका एक अंग है, एक एस्पेक्ट. अब मैंने जो बोला है नृत्य, नृत्य, nritta, what we call generally as pure dance, with just aesthetic enhancement of movements. Nritya, what we call as a dance which represents something meaningful, that conveys a particular meaning to the audience, that is Nritya. And Natya is when you convey through your facial expressions some kind of a sentiment which is lying in a dormant state in every human being. नहीं तो वो पशु हो जाता है. उसके अंदर हर ह्यूमन बीइंग में एक पशु के अलावा इसको हम कभी-कभी बोलते हैं दैत्य, राक्षस. राक्षस प्रकृति है जो सब कुछ नहीं अनुभव कर पाता. एक ह्यूमन बीइंग की प्रकृति है कि नौ भावों का उसके अंदर होना जरूरी है. So these nritya, nritya, natya are very important as far as dance is concerned. अब कल मैं आपको उसका दूसरा पक्ष बताऊंगी, अभिनय. Otherwise it will become too heavy. So let me go on to the dance movement now, right? Let's go there. मैंने जो आपको जो फर्स्ट दिखाया था उसको अब मैं मेलोडी फॉर्म में डालूंगी. आई शो दे ते ती ते 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 ते. अब इसको हम गाने में मेलोडी में डालते हैं. ऐसे Now, if anybody would like to show by singing this, I can always see that on the screen. Can anybody show? Is there anybody who would like to show?
I request everyone to please switch on their camera.
Please show it to the girl who was trying to do yesterday. I saw her in the morning.
अभी से रिक्वेस्ट है कि सब अपना कैमरा ऑन कर लीजिए प्लीज.
I'm not able to see anybody actually, so I don't come to know whether I could have taught
Ma'am,
this.
no one is trying. Can you please raise hand, whoever is trying?
Yes, ma'am.
Not able to see from this distance. Yeah, okay.
Ma'am, my name is Yashashvi.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, but can you count and show? Because counting is very important. What you showed was just the movement. Now you have to, every count has to be very, very equal gap. Time gap should be given between every count. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this count should go. And you know, these days you have those what you call as a talmala or something. That is a I think even in your mobile you'll get those. There are applications where you know they will keep giving you a beat. Now that beat you must always have so that you know that you are doing correctly. Otherwise, general tendency is that we may go faster or slower. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now count that with equal spacing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. Now what you are doing is, first of all, you should stand in that half bend position before you start any movement. You know, don't just stand and start a movement. You have to first sit in the half bend. I told you, that is called as Saramandi. When you sit in a bend position, you first have to sit there. Yes. No, wait.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Now you see the last 5, 6, 7, 8. You quickly finished it. No, the last 5, 6, 7, 8. You were in a hurry. And hurry is
Again?
I said the last 5, 6, 7, 8. You did it very hurriedly. Wait, come down, come here, come in front, come in front.
Yes, ma'am.
पीछे मत जाओ पहले 5, 6, 7, 8 में हाथ का आगे जाएगा लास्ट वाला जो है ना जो आप नमस्ते करते हैं लास्ट वाले में आगे जाता है पहला वाला जो है वो ठीक है उसके बाद जब आप लेके सामने जाते हैं साइड में तो थोड़ा सा हाथ को आगे रखना है दैट इज वन नंबर 2 इज दैट यू कैन नॉट गो जस्ट बिकॉज यू आर एंडिंग अ मूवमेंट आप जल्दी से 5, 6, 7, 8 नहीं कर सकते वो 5, 6, 7, 8 भी उतने ही टाइम स्पेसिफिक में करना चाहिए जितना आपने 1, 2, 3, right now can I have another somebody else to do it
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you beta one more first sitting yeah correct
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
okay all right now I go to the next movement the next movement is ti ta ti ti you sit in this Haramandi. Always start every movement from Haramandi with your back straight. You should not bend forward. It should be held straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine, 6, 7, 4, 3, da, 3, with the same movement, I will be singing and she will be doing the same movement. Slowly, can you show?
Yes, ma'am.
You sing and then first you say Tika Titi, then sing and do it, right?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
First you say Tika Titi, the shoulder.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you sing that. The first line which I sang.
Yes. One, two, three. Start. T, ta, T, 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 ta, T, T. Pa, ma, ga, re, ni, ga, sa, re, ma, ga, re. Pa, ma, ga, re, ma, ga, re.
Okay. Right, correct. Now you both do tai tai titti and titta titti in the same with the same singing.
Pa, ma, ga, re, sa, re, ga, sa, re, ma, ga, re. Pa, ma, ga, re, sa, re, ga, sa, re, ma, ga, re. Pa, ma, ga, re, sa, re, ma, ga, re. Pa, ma, ga, re, sa, re, ma, ga, re.
Okay, right. Now I'll go in for another movement. Now this movement is comparatively simple, so you will be able to, all of you will be able to follow. You place both your hands in Tripataka, both your palms, and raise it just above your chest level with almost a little more than the palm distance, right? And in the foot in the Prayasha position, try and sit down, count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you have taken Kar Mandalam, Ara Mandalam, Muru Mandalam. You have taken all the 4 mandalams, right? Then the right hand, turn your palm. The right hand, turn your palm, take it slightly backwards. And the left hand slightly up, slightly to the left corner forward, to the left side. Bring both together and turn the right palm with both the palms facing the ground. Again, turn the right palm upwards. While you take it backwards, the right hand, stretch the left hand to the left corner and slowly bring it down, bring it back and turn the palm facing downwards. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Similarly, the same way, the left hand palm turns upwards. Do the same with the left side. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great show. 1, 2, 3, start. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Now we will do it in a melodic form. How do you do it in a melodic form? The same manner. Now you use your neck also. 1, 2, 3. And this, I don't know whether you can see my eyes. The drishti also, wherever the neck is moving, your eyes should also go to the same side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when you are standing this way, this is your Samapada. You're standing straight, right? With both palms facing downwards, your elbows straight, just at the shoulder level. Now, feet turn to Trayashra. Slowly sit down. Now you move your neck also. Now what have I done here? You could be wondering. I'm trying to, because this is a workshop and we have very little time, everything is in a capsule nutshell. I'm also trying to teach you the 3 different speeds that we need to, which is very important as far as the dance is concerned. So even when I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if this is the first speed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this becomes the second speed. So generally Mohiniattam does not have a third speed unless the first speed is so slow that you can afford to have a third speed. Generally it is the medium, the slow and the medium. You do not go beyond that. So when I'm sitting, this is the slow speed, right? When I'm using this, first time I use, this is the second speed. And this becomes the third speed because the first speed I have made it very, very slow. So watch again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fast. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come back to your same position. Right? Surabhi, can you do this?
Yes, ma'am.
1, 2, 3, start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes. So what Surabhi showed here was a single speed, whereas whereas what I showed before had all the 3 speeds. Now watch carefully. Let us start with what Surabhi has shown, that is a single speed. Follow me, and then I'd like to watch the girls who are attending this workshop. This is a very simple set, it's not much. It's more of your control of your thighs and your calf. You have to have a complete control of your legs, otherwise it becomes shaky. And this is mainly for that. So you stand at Samapadam, go to the Trayasra and sit down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm doing the second speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can also go down to your Adavu. That's how you go. That's how the beautiful dance form takes a shape. Now these are certain exercises also, and these are a part of the dances. Right? Would anybody would like to show this? Anybody who has joined, this should not be very difficult.
Ma'am, can I do the first speed?
Yeah, please go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So now, when you are moving up, try and use this when you are moving up. 1, 3, 4. You stand up in 4 and try to bend down 5, 6, 7, 8 in your alignment. Right?
One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So now I'm going to put in the melody and let us see how we do from the melody part. Surimi, can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
One, two, three, start. Ah, ma, ga, ri, sa, ni, da, sa, ri, ma, ga, ri. Ah, ma, ga, ri, sa, ni, da, sa, ri, ma, ga, ri. Pa, ma, ga, ri, sa. Ni da sa ri ma ga ri pa ma ga ri sa ni da sa ri ma ga ri pa ma ga ri sa ni da sa ri ma ga ri pa ma ga ri sa ni da sa ri ma ga ri.
And this is the third movement which I have taught you, the third Adavu. I'll teach you. These are the three Adavus here which go into the pattern. Now I'll teach you one more Adavu and then see how you are able to fare. It is before I go. Let us just recall some of the foot movements, important foot movements that I taught yesterday.
Ma'am, your audio is very feeble, ma'am.
Are you able to hear now?
Ma'am, it's a little low.
Just increase the. Is it in full? Are you able to hear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're able to hear now. So let us. I was just thinking that let us try and recapitulate what all we had done yesterday. Right? Now I told you we have when you join the feet together, samapadam, then about 1 foot distance between both the feet, and you spread out, it becomes Rayashka. Then with the toes curled, touching the ground curl, and the heel touching heel up, it is Anchita. Agratala Sancharam, sorry, it is Agratala Sancharam. With the heel touching the ground and the toes up, it is Anchita. I'll repeat. Toes touching ground, heels up, Agratala Sancharam. Heels touching ground and toes moving up is Anchita. Then the thumb of the main thumb of the toes, when you touch by all the other fingers, the toes do not touch, they remain untouching. That is Suchi. And this Suchi is used to move your legs in the movement of the snake, which we call as Sarpapadam or Nagabandha. When it moves behind, it goes in Anjita. It goes in Anjita, then it goes flat. Then the same starts from the left foot, goes behind in Anjita, goes flat, moves back, moves back, and flat. So these are the important, what you call as the Anatas and Adavitas. So the first Veda is what is the Sarpa Veda or Nagabandha. Sarpa Veda or Nagabandha. Second is like a frog's leap. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. That is a frog sleep called as Manduka Padam. Manduka Padam. And then you have a Mayura Padam, that is a peacock gait. You go on your toes from one end, then you move to the other end, then again you move to any corner, whether right, left, or corners on your toes, that is Mayura Padam. And then, of course, there is also a Hasta Padam, which comes, of course, with a particular age when you should be movement of a plane or a Hamsa. This particular movement is used. Then, now showing these gates. Now, let me show the movement of the hand and the body while showing these gates, right? These are going. Watch carefully. The first I said that is Sarpapa, right? So whatever movements when you are using this, I know that T, Ta, right? In that you are using the Sarpapa. T, T. Do it again. T, Ta. T, T. So here we are using this movement while moving back. Similarly, T, Ta, T, 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 Ta, T, T. Here you are using the Dhatu Bandham or the Sakha part. Now, when you come to the Manduka part, there is a particular movement that you use. Hit, nam. Hit, nam. Hit, nam. Now, here you are using this, what we call as the pataka. In Hasta Lakshana Deepika, we use this as pataka. This is different from the pataka adopted in Bharatanatyam or Abhinaya Darpana as given in Abhinaya. Right? Now, this is what we are using pataka. So, watch again, because this is something I'm going to watch every one of you doing it, because it's not a difficult posture, I mean movement. So, you must do it. Think, keep, now. Think, keep, now. Think, keep, now. Think, keep, now. Right? Sylvie, can you do it?
Yes.
Now, I would like to tell you here very briefly. Here, there is no 4 or 8 count. It's a 5 count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. In, num. In, num. In, num. So there are 5 counts.
Num. 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 Num.
Do it again.
Ma'am, you're not audible. You're not audible.
Yes, Survi, you are audible.
Ma'am is not audible.
Yes, ma'am.
No, you can do it. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I can hear you now.
And then Deepti will do it.
Ma'am, I'll do with the counting first and then with the Atari.
Di, ki, ki, nam. Di, ki, nam. Di, ki, nam. Di, ki, nam. Di, ki, nam.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Deepti will show it again. Deepti will show it again. 1, 2, 3. Start. Di, ki, nam. Di, ki, nam. Di, ki, nam. Di, ki, nam. So this is a very simple movement wherein the patagam, which is right in front of your chest, is slightly moved forward. When you jump forward, this also takes a slight forward movement. So now it doesn't move up too much. It doesn't jump up, but it's just slightly moves up. Now when you are thinking of cross beat also, now that sitting is again you're going little bending, taking your own time to take that. It's not take, just down. Now it's all about moving up and down like a wave. It doesn't specifically say that you have to move up, down. So there is a lot of pressure on your knees, your calf, and your thigh muscles. They have to be very strong and practice also. So when you say hip, down, hip, down, hip, down, hip, down. That is how it should come very naturally. For a beginner, it's maybe very, very difficult. There is a natural tendency to immediately get up, immediately bend down. But with gradual practice, and you see every time you're controlling your breath and letting out your air from the lungs, so that stalling your breath inside the lung and bringing it out after some time makes your lungs also strong and healthy. These are certain practices, certain movements that you can always connect with yoga movements. So you see, now because I have let out my breath, which I have controlled, it comes out like a, I've taken out a deep breath, I held my breath, and then let it out. So when you say, I cannot exhale. Now, I take it when I'm taking that. Before I take the next deep, I have to take a deep breath so that I can control and finish the movement. So, now, now. So, how much of air you have to take so that the movement comes out without any obstruction, without any hindrance. That is very, very essential. One must understand. So these breathing exercises, the movement of the limbs, the stretching exercise, the way you move up and down, everything comes to thorough practice and training. And of course, performances enhance. Right? Now, anybody who would like to show what I have just shown, anybody who can come forward, please come forward.
Ma'am, I would like to do. Ma'am, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Try again. Try again. Keep your hand on your waist. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One. First you sit down in Aramandi.
Okay, ma'am.
Before you start any movement, you have to sit in a, yes, more, even more, even more bend down, yes. Now start.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, better, but you need to know that you are keeping too much of a space between the two legs, right, when you are doing. So try and make it a little more shorter distance between the two feet, right?
Okay.
Now, come back to the Hastas. Hastas, as I said, sit down, Rita. Thank you. Thank you. You can sit down. Now, yesterday I taught you some Hastas. They are 24 Hasta mudras or alphabets, right? These 24 alphabets. Can I have the full screen to myself, please? Yeah. The 24 Hasta mudras, they call it as Nritta Hastas and Hasta mudras. What is the difference between Nritta Hasta and Hasta mudras? First of all, where Mohiniattam and Kathakali are concerned, we really don't specifically call as Nritta Hastas and Nritta mudras. We call all the hand gestures under the single term as mudras. Now, there is a slight distinction between Nritta Hastas and Hasta mudras. When you say Nritta Hastas, as I said, they do not represent anything, they do not symbolize anything, but they are only a part of your dance movement, that is Nritta, which is to enhance that particular movement. They are only for that. So they are called as Nritta Hastas. So what I showed you yesterday, they were called Nritta Hastas, starting from Pataka. Pataka, Mudrakyam, you fold the middle finger, Katakam, Mushti, Kattari Mukham, comes like this. You have to keep your thumb touching the middle of the forefinger, Kattari Mukham, the little finger held straight up, and all fingers touching each other. There should be in the straight exactly parallel to the ground. Kattari Mukham, Shukatundam, Kapithakam. This is how you bend, you curl your two little finger and ring finger and you touch them with your thumb. The other two fingers held straight. Kapithakam, Hamsapaksham. Only this finger, the thumb moves out. The other four are touching each other. Hamsapaksham, Shikharam. This is like you twist the two fingers, first two fingers, and the next two fingers you curl inside. Shikharam, Hamsasyam, Anjali, Ardhachandran, Ardhachandran. Now I'm going ahead. Mukuram. In Mukuram, the two forefinger and the little finger are held straight. The middle and the ring finger moves a little, are curved, actually slightly they are curved. And the thumb does not touch, but just below, beneath these two fingers. I hope you're able to see this. And you have to slightly vibrate these two fingers, the middle and the ring finger. Mukuram. This actually depicts the honeybee. Mukuram. So honeybee keeps flying like this. No? So this is mainly true. You don't touch it, but this is how it moves. Mukuram. Brahmaram. Brahmaram is again 3 fingers held straight. The first finger, 4 fingers parallel to the ground, and the thumb touching the 4 fingers base. Brahmaram. Suchika Mukham. When you say 1, that is Suchika Mukham. Then you have Pallavam, the thumb, all fingers straight. The thumb touches the base of the ring finger, the base of the ring finger. Pallavam. Pallavam. Tripatakam. I've already told you. Mrigashirasam. Mrigashirisham. This actually is to show, I'm sure you must have guessed what it shows. It shows a deer. Mrigashirasam. Sarpashiras. It already gives an impression of a sarpa. Vardhamanakam. Here, the thumb moves to the side. The tip of the forefinger touches the middle of the thumb. The middle finger touches the upper middle of the forefinger. And all the fingers, they curl and touch each other in this manner. So it comes like this. I hope you are able to see that. Is it clear? So 1, you touch this, you touch this, you touch, and you touch. So it comes like this. Vardhamanakam. Aralam. That is the forefinger points outwards, the thumb touching the middle of the forefinger, and all the others in this. Aralam. In this manner. They are touching each other, slightly carved. Slightly curved. Aralam. Purnanaham. Mukulam. That is a bud. Katakamuka. So, we'll do it again. Patakam. Mudrakhyam. Katakam. Mushti. Kattari Mukham. Shukatundam. Kapittakam. Hamsapaksham. Shikharam. Hamsasyam. Anjali. Ardhachandran. Mukuram. Brahmaram. Suchika Mukham. Pallavam. Tripatakam. Mrigashirisham. Sarvashirasa. Vardhamanakam. Aralam. Purnanakam. Mukulam. Katakamukham. Katakamukham is between both these first 2 and the last 2 fingers. You place your thumb and fold. This is to show that you are, how you hit, show that you are hitting somebody. So this is used for that. It's a kind of a fist for hitting purpose, right? Now, can anybody would like to share this on the screen, these Hasta mudras? Like to join me? Can I have some?
Ma'am, I've learned only what you told yesterday, ma'am. I'll do those 12.
Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am, Patakam, Mudrakyam, Katakam, Mushti, um, Katarimugam, Shakuntalam,
Shukatundam.
Shukatundam, Kabitagam, Amsabakshagam, Shikaram, Hamsasyam, Anjali, Attajandran.
Then Bukuram.
Ma'am, I'll learn these today and tomorrow I'll tell, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So tomorrow I'll see you. And anybody else? Good. Anybody else who has joined? Can I have some more? Because still I don't see, I don't know how far I'm actually making a progress. So I must see at least some of them doing.
Ma'am, I'll do yesterday's Hastas. Patakam, Mudraksham,
Mudrakhyam, it is Mudrakhyam, not Mudraksham, Mudrakhyam.
Mudraksham,
Mudrakhya, kya, you say the kya.
Draksham, Katakam,
Katakam.
Mushti, Kattarimugam,
Oh, this is Kattarimugam.
Shukatundam,
No, Shukatundam is Shuka. Shuka is a bird.
Shukatundam, Kapittakam, Hamsapaksham,
Hamsapaksham is this. Hamsapaksham.
Shikaram, Hamsasyam, Anjali, Ardhachandiran, Tripatakam.
The Chandran, then Bukuram comes. Alright. Let us start again from Bukuram. This is Mukuram. Do it. Mukuram. Ramaram. Suchika Mukham. Pallavam. Tripatagam. Mrigashirsham. Sarpashirasa. Vardhamanak. Sarpashirasa Vardhamanakam. Aralam. Unanabam. Mukulam. Katakamukam. Now, these are the 24 alphabets. And with these 24 alphabets, you can make a whole story, a complete story. So in Kathakali, whether it is Kathakali, then you have many characters doing different roles, many actors doing different characters. Or you have Mohiniattam, where a single dancer is portraying several characters. Every dance form you can create a complete story just with these Hasta mudras. Now these Nritta Hasta, these are called as Nritta Hasta because these are only certain hand, particular way of catching the fingers and folding your arms and whatever. They do not convey anything. They do not convey any meaning. The moment they convey a meaning, they become Hasta mudras. They become mudra. What is a mudra? It is a stamp. It is something that signifies something, that symbolizes something. So then the same Nritta Hastas become Nritta mudras. So when you take, for instance, you are taking the first Nritta Hasta called as Patak. What are the words that we can form from? In this, if you use both this hand, use both your hands. Now, if you turn it downwards, invert these hands, the same hands, and go down and lift it up, it becomes a rising sun. So this Pataka Mudra, when you fold it upside down, move it upside down, take it downwards and lift it up again, it becomes a rising sun. So this depicts the sun. So it becomes a mudra. Why? Because mudra is showing the sign of the sun. So this is the rising sun. And then the same mudra, you use it to show dancing. See, I'm dancing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you are actually hitting with your the wrist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is showing the dance, right? Then another. This left hand you bend downwards. The right hand you can place it in front of the left hand. These are all both are in Pataka. Move it down and bring it up near your ears, not touching but slightly in front of your ears. It should not touch your ears, but it is to show that this is here. Now, when you move this right hand, sway the right hand and move forward, backward, forward, backward. You sway the right hand, the left hand moves forward and backwards. Now this is depicting an ear of an elephant and the trunk of an elephant. The ear and trunk of an elephant. So this is how it goes. So this goes down, up, and it moves. Right? So this becomes an elephant. So we have the rising sun, we have the dancing, we have the elephant. Now we can show some other also. This is a door which is shut. And you open it, you have opened the door. And then the same, this you are showing a way forward. This is a forward. So can we make a sentence? What kind of a sentence? You have a rising sun. You have an elephant. You have a shut door which is open. There is a path and an elephant. What sentence can you make? Can you make any small sentence, short sentences? For instance, you can have at the rise of dawn, that is the sun, one opens the shut door and moves towards the elephant, which is moving its trunk and the ear. Right? So these are certain simple sentences you can form out of a single Hasta mudra. Let's try again. At the rise of the dawn, you open a shut door. And when you move forward towards an elephant, which is moving its ear and trunk. There's another interesting thing you can do, add to that. What? The same Hasta mudras is also shown for feet, both the feet. So you are walking. So you can always show, you can also show that you are walking, right? So this Hasta mudra, Vipatata, when you are opening a door, you see a path, you walk slowly towards what the elephant who's moving the ear and so this is interesting. So many things you can make out of that. And can you show it to me, this small little story that the sentence that I made? I'll show again. Okay, Surabhi, you can show. At the rise of the dawn, the shut door is open.
Yes.
There's a path. Walk towards the right.
The rise of the dawn, when you open the shut door and you see a path and you move slowly towards the elephant, which is moving its ears and its trunk.
So it's a very easy sentence. Anybody would like to attempt that?
At the rise of the dawn, a shut door is opening, and a person is walking straight and seeing an elephant moving its ear and its trunk.
So the elephant, you place your hand like this. Now your little finger is not touching it should touch all the fingers. Fingers should touch each other. The little finger should not be move away from other fingers. It should touch the fingers. And you move it down and take it up. You move it down and take it up. Not backwards. Just take it up from the front and move towards your ears. Right? Okay. So this is one of the mudras, the patata mudra that we use for making a sentence. What else? What else did I teach us? That's all. So let us now come back to doing the foot movement, the three basic movements that we did. Let us do that. Deepti will show all the three movements. Tai, tai, ti, 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 ta, te, ti. Then sitting down and moving up. These are the three, I think, movements I showed. So she will show, then Surabhi will show. 1, 2, 3, start. Three, next. Similarly,
Yes, ma'am.
One, two, three, start. Up, up, three, up, up, three, three, up, up, three, three, up, up, three, three. Three, up, three, three, up, up, three, three. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 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 One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight.
okay. So I'll do again the same thing with. I'll do the same with melody. Watch me again, right? Yes. Sit with the Aramandi first. are many ways that you can change this whole movement. You can add so many now here. If you are doing this 4 times, you can do this 2 times, and you can bend your body, you can sway your body, you can move your neck. There are many ways of doing this movement, right? So these are the certain 3 movements that I have taught. There is one more step that you need to learn. If there are any questions, then I'll go to the whole step. If there are any questions, please. Anjali, can I have some questions now?
अगर किसी को कोई भी प्रश्न है तो प्लीज अपने आप को अनम्यूट करके वो पूछ सकता है. Is anyone having any question?
सबसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज कैमरा ऑन कर दीजिए, प्लीज सब अपना वीडियो ऑन कर दीजिए.
All right, I'm not able to see actually the faces, but I assume there are many people who have joined, but they are hesitant, I think, in revealing their faces. But they should understand that without my getting a feedback on what I'm actually sharing with you, it's difficult for me to move ahead, to know what is it that I need to do next. I know this is a virtual workshop wherein it's difficult for you to coordinate. But nevertheless, some of the girls have come forward. They've come forward very beautifully. I mean, they've at least attempted it. They have never learned dance to sing. They have attempted. I think it's quite good. The others should also, I think, do the same. They should join and be a part of this workshop. And any doubt that comes, they are most free to ask. They need not worry at all. So is there anybody who would like to ask? Even you can put your questions in the chat box and I can answer. You need not talk to me, just put it in my chat box.
Yes, you can put in chat box. I'll read for you. Yes, Gantavya, can you please unmute yourself? Or text the question.
Let me talk about the origin of dance. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the. Can you hear me, Anjali? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Gantavya has a question to ask.
Is there a question coming up?
Namaste, ma'am. My name is Gantavya.
Yeah, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, ma'am, we use like a payal ghungru for that Kathak and Bharatanatyam. So do we use any kind of payal in Mohiniattam?
Yeah. Of course. See, we do tie ankle bells. The reason I'm not doing it here is because the sound of the ankle can drown my voice, But if you need to show your command over tala and laya, you need to have the ankle bells. It's very important. They are actually there. They not only tinkle and give a sound, a beautiful sound, but also they are one proof that you have a command over the laya, right? Right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Do you know about the Natya Veda? What's your name, beta? Huh? Do you know something about the origin of dance?
No, ma'am, I have not. I have no idea about the origin, but I, I think it's from the Lord Shiva when he did Tandav.
Okay, at least you have some point, correct point. All right. And you are learning. Are you learning any dance form?
Yes, ma'am, I have done my professionals in Kathak and Bharatanatyam.
You're learning both Kathak and Bharatanatyam, which is quite tough because both
Yes,
are very diverse kind of forms. It's very tough. All right. So then I think if let me share with you the story of the origin of dance, so that let us make it a little conversant. Because I'm going to ask some questions, so all of you hear me very carefully. You see, there is we say that there is a divine origin of dance. Why do we bow before we enter the stage? You must have noticed that when you see the performances of your guru or anybody who performs on the stage, they always clean the stage, keep an idol, keep some flowers, then there is a vibhuti, there is a agarbatti, there is a you light a lamp, then the musicians sit, there is a spread over which the musicians sit with their instruments, and the dancer who comes onto the stage, she first does a namaskar, then she goes and takes the blessings of the god before the idol. She goes and prostrates. Then she goes to the musicians and touches the musical instrument and also the musicians, the feet of the musicians. She touches all of them. Then she moves towards the audience and she takes bows before them. And afterwards, only she or he commences the performance. Is it not? That's what you must have seen, right? Now, why do we do all that? You see, there is something called as for a dancer's performance, no matter how good you are trained, how well practiced you are, when you go on a performance, you need the blessings of the God. Without his blessings, whatever you have practiced and whatever training may or may not come out in the best manner that you desire. Sometimes it doesn't happen. बहुत बारिश हो जाती है, बाहर कोई आता ही नहीं है, ऑडियंस में कोई भी नहीं आएगा क्योंकि बारिश बहुत तेज आ रही होती है. कभी कभी माइक खराब हो जाता है तो जो गाने वाला है उसकी आवाज सुनाई नहीं देती. कभी कभी जो स्टेज है उबड़ खाबड़ होता है, तो जब तुम डांस करते हो तुम थोड़ा बहुत बैलेंस तुम्हारा हो जाता है. एनीथिंग कैन हैपन. So to get rid of all these calamities, it was very essential that this kind of a offering to God, to gods, is essential for all the gods. Different gods have been given different roles to perform to. For the success of a performance, there are many gods who are assigned. There is Indra, there is Saraswati, so many gods are there. So they all are supposed to bless before you start a recital for the success of your recital. Now, the story of the divine origin of dance is that we have 4 yugas. You know about the Vedas? You know about the 4 Vedas? What are the 4 Vedas?
Rigved, Yajurved, Atharved, and Samved.
Yeah, so let us put it in the correct order. Rigved, Samved, Yajurved, and Atharved. These are the 4 Vedas. Rig, Sam, Yajur, Atharved. Right? Now, these are the 4 Vedas which teach a lot about the so-called Indian culture that has evolved. So many things that have evolved out of this Vedas, basically for us to lead a life of kind of a disciplined life. And when you say disciplined life, it meant that your thoughts were pure and your actions were pure, right? This is what the basic preachings, the teachings of the Vedas basically is for us to lead a life of a good human being. What happened in, there are 4 yugas we have, that is the Satyug. You must have known, people say, अरे ये तो कलयुग है, ये तो कलयुग है. सतयुग कहाँ चला गया, सतयुग कब आएगा, कब सब खुशहाली आएगी, कब हम बीमारियों से हटेंगे, कब ये जो अभी हम पैंडेमिक जो अब हम सह रहे हैं, कब इन सब से हटेंगे, ये तो कलयुग आ गया, कलयुग. That's how you say, keep each other, no? This is a 4 yuga. The Satyuga that you have, then you have the Treta Yuga, the Dwapara, and then you have the Kali Yuga. So it's a cycle. You have the Satyuga, then you have Treta, Dwapara, Kali Yuga, right? Now in the Treta, the second Yuga, the Treta Yuga that came, people apparently on this earth became very greedy. Because in the Satyuga, they were experiencing a life of happiness. There was prosperity all around. People were very happy, contented, leading a very happy life, right? There was no dishonesty, whatever you may say. Satyug mein jo acha hai, sab kuch hota hai. When they came to Treta Yuga, people started becoming jealous. That jealousy feeling, all negative feelings started coming into people, human beings, because they became greedy. They did not like the prosperity of another being. So they started fighting with each other. जब greed आ जाता है, जब तुम jealousy आ जाती है, तो क्या होता है? तुम एक दूसरे से झगड़ा करने लग जाते हो, लड़ाई करने लगते हो. That is a very natural human tendency. जब ऐसा होने लगा, तो वहां पर क्या हुआ? The evil spirits, जिसको हम बोलते हैं राक्षसी गुण, जो तामसिक गुण है, जो राक्षसी गुण है, राक्षसों का जो निवास है, जो ईवल का निवास है, उन सभी फोर्सेस ने अर्थ के ऊपर, इस पूरी भूमि के ऊपर कब्जा करना शुरू. They started dominating this world. Who? The evil spirits and the so-called Rakshasa spirits. They started dominating and creating a havoc on the earth. So all the devas, they got frightened because these people were not being able to do yajna, they were not able to offer prayers, they were not able to lead a life of happiness, honesty, and whatever. So the devas became very scared when the Rakshasas started conquering. They all rushed to Brahma. And Brahma, he then said that, all right, the devas wanted some kind of a respite, some kind of a solution to their problem. So the Brahma said, okay, you all know very well the 4 Vedas. Let me create a 5th Veda. Now the devas, when they go to Brahma, they say that you must create something that the people are also entertained, but they also learn some lesson from that, what you bring out. So they plead to Brahma, please bring out something which is drishya, which can be seen by the people, which can be shravya, which can be heard by the people, and which can be understood by the people. For what? To lead a life of honesty, not having any kind of depriving the greed, getting rid of the greed, and whatever the negative feeling, the tamasic feeling that were coming inside their minds, getting rid of everything. So Brahma created the 5th Veda called as the Natya Veda. So what did he call? That was called as the Natya Veda, which was the 5th Veda. We have 4 Vedas. The 5th Veda was the Natya Veda. Once he created that, who was supposed to teach on this earth? Somebody had to teach the people. So Bharata was taught this Natya Veda by Brahma, who taught to Bharata. It was in the form of Bharata was asked to present it in a through a dramatic presentation. Have you heard of Bharata? Have you heard of Bharata, all of you? Bharata सुना है, नाम सुना है? Bharata नाट्य शास्त्र नहीं सुना? चलिए अब सुन लीजिए. हमारे यहाँ एक टेक्स्ट है, सब डांसर्स को पता होना चाहिए, आपने वो पढ़ा हो ना पढ़ा हो, मगर उसका नाम जानना बहुत जरूरी है. नाट्य शास्त्र, वो पूरा कंप्लीट टेक्स्ट ऑन ड्रामेटर्जी. कहने को तो ड्रामेटर्जी है, मगर उसमें नृत्य भी है, संगीत भी है, वाद्य भी है, और हमारे और भी बहुत सारे जो हमारी विद्याएं हैं, नॉलेज, वो सब उसमें दिया हुआ है. वो केवल ड्रामा नहीं है, डांस सब कुछ है उसमें. सो नाट्य शास्त्र, नाट्य वेदा जो है, भरता को सिखाया गया ब्रह्मा ने, और भरता से बोला गया तुम एक ऐसी कल्पना करो, ऐसा दृश्य दिखाओ कि लोग जो है खुश भी हो जाएं, एंटरटेन भी हो जाएं, उनको रुचि भी आ जाए उसको देखते देखते, और उस रुचि के द्वारा उनके मन में ये बात भी पूरी तरह उनके अंदर वो बात मिले कि तुम्हें एक जीवन को, एक अच्छा जीवन, स्वच्छ जीवन, मन और तन से पूरी तरह उसको स्वच्छ रखना है, ऐसा एक जीवन बनाना है. सो भरता presented, he evolved two dramas. एक था अमृत मंथन, एक त्रिपुरा दहन. ये दोनों उसने ड्रामा का उसने एक कल्पना की, and it was presented before whom? Lord Shiva. क्यों? जैसे किसी ने अभी बोला कि शिव को तांडव जो है, हम शिव को ही नटराज मानते हैं, वो हमेशा नृत्य के राजा ही हम शिव को ही कहते हैं. तो बहुत जरूरी था कि भरत को जो उसने ड्रामेटिक प्रेजेंटेशन की कल्पना करी थी, जो दृश्य बनाया था, एक्टर्स को लेके उसने प्रेजेंटेशन बनाया, उसको सबसे पहले शिव के सामने प्रस्तुत किया. जब शिव के सामने प्रस्तुत किया तो शिव ने कहा, शिव अत्यंत प्रसन्न हुए. He was very happy to see these two dramatic performances, which was what? Winning of the good over the evil. What was the idea behind these two dramatic presentations? The victory of the good over the evil, right? So when this was presented, Shiva was extremely happy and satisfied that exactly what was in mind of Brahma and Devas, the fear that they had, will be completely washed by these two presentations. But then Shiva felt इस ड्रामेटिक प्रेजेंटेशन में एक कमी थी. उसने वो कमी कैसे पूरे करेंगे? नृत्य के द्वारा. उसने बोला जब तक नृत्य नहीं होगा तो उसमें वो बात, वो ड्रामेटिक प्रेजेंटेशन जो है अधूरा रहेगा. सो शिवा added the dance, what we called as the karnas and angaharas. Have you heard about karnas and angaharas? If not, you must go and watch certain films, documentary films that are based on karnas and angaharas. You will find Shiva's dance was divided into these basic two components. If you go to Chidambaram temple in south, you will find in the main door, as you enter the temple, in many temples in south, especially the Chidambaram temple, उसमें जो है मेन द्वार जो है, जब आप एंटर करते हैं, द्वार में 108 शिवा के पोजेस आपको दिखाई देंगे, which signify the 108 karnas. And with those karnas, the movements that came about, there were 32 angaharas, karnas and angaharas. ये जब शिवा ने भरता को सिखाया तंडु के द्वारा, तो भरता ने ये डांस मूवमेंट्स जो है ड्रामा में उसने इंक्लूड किया, And that brought about the beautiful, spectacular presentation of Nritya and Vadya and drama. Natya, Nritya, Vadya and Natya. All these came in a spectacular presentation. तो यहाँ से शुरुआत होती है नृत्य. So that is how when they say the origin of dance is connected to a divine source. अब ये divine source हम आज के युग में अगर हम इसको कैसा भी समझ सकते हैं. देखिए अगर आपको there is something called as a divine intervention. हम सब बहुत अच्छा प्रैक्टिस करते हैं जैसे मैंने बताया. हम ट्रेनिंग भी अच्छा एक गुरु के अंदर हम 10 लोग एक ही गुरु से सीखते हैं. हम 10 लोग एक ही तरह प्रैक्टिस करते हैं. हम 10 लोग एक ही जगह पे जाके परफॉर्म करते हैं. कभी किसी का अच्छा होता है, वो अच्छा करके भी नहीं जाता, अच्छी प्रैक्टिस नहीं करता, मगर जब वो प्रेजेंटेशन स्टेज पे करता है तो बहुत अच्छी निकल कर आती है. उसने कभी उम्मीद नहीं करी थी, अरे मैंने तो इतना प्रैक्टिस नहीं किया था, मैं तो घबराया हुआ था, फिर भी देखो मेरी प्रेजेंटेशन कितनी अच्छी है. व्हाई? Because inside him, if he is trained well, if you have practiced well, there will be a blessing of God. There will be a divine intervention. So when you go to the stage and prostrate before the idol, prostrate before your accompanying artists and the prekshakas, what are you actually trying to say? You are seeking that positive energies into your system. You are seeking that divine intervention for God to help you improving your mettle as a dancer. You understand? So ये जो चीजें हैं आज के संदर्भ में हम सब भूल रहे हैं. आज की जनरेशन इस चीज को बिल्कुल भूल रही है. उनको लगता है कि संगीत को हमें डिवाइन चीज से जोड़ने की कोई जरूरत नहीं. संगीत संगीत है, आनंद है. आनंद तो है, मगर ये आनंद भोगने का अंदर कुछ है हमारे अंदर which you can't describe. What is it? That something within you. ईश्वर तुम्हारे अंदर है. There is a divine self in you. It's only how you try to understand that divine self in each. In each of you there is a divine self. You need to understand that. और वो कब निकलता है वो divine self? तुम्हारे अंदर जब सत्व गुण है, सत्व गुण, 3 गुण को बोलते हैं हम लोग. रजस, सत्व, रजस और तमस. सत्व गुण अगर तुम्हारे अंदर, सबके अंदर है ये 3. हम इसको किस तरह बैलेंस करते हैं? हमारे खान पीन से बैलेंस करते हैं, हमारे अच्छे सोच से बैलेंस करते हैं, या जो भी सोच बुरा है अच्छा है उससे हम देखते हैं. ये तीनों जो है हमें इम्बैलेंस भी करते हैं, हमें बैलेंस भी करते हैं. सो अगर हमारे अंदर नेगेटिव, हम हमेशा ही बुराई सोचते हैं कि अरे ऐसा ही होना है, अरे कुछ नहीं होगा, अरे वो ही है. हमेशा नेगेटिव सोचेंगे तो नेगेटिव होगा, तामसिक गुण. अगर हम सोचेंगे कि नहीं अच्छा होगा, बिल्कुल अच्छा होगा, तो बुरा भी होगा तो भी हमको बुरा नहीं लगेगा. यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से? दैट इवन इन अ बैड सिचुएशन, द मोस्ट unproductive situation also you can make a winner out of that. You can win that situation. People like me who have gone through a lot of experiences, who have gone through a lot of ailments, I wouldn't say that I'm leading a very healthy life. I wouldn't say that I'm leading the happiest of life. I wouldn't say I'm living the most comfortable of life. But in those discomforts, I try to find comfort. इसमें क्या ऐसी चीज है जो मेरे अंदर एक अच्छी भावना पैदा करे? That is what music and dance does. That is what your inner feeling is. The dance is all about understanding that divine self which is immersed in you. हम तभी कहते हैं, भरत क्या बोलते हैं, हमारे हरेक के अंदर संस्कार है. वो संस्कार जैसे ही हम नाट्य को देखते हैं, जैसे कि कोई ड्रामा में कोई रोता हुआ हमें दिखता है तो हमारे आंखों से अश्रु क्यों गिरते हैं, आंसू क्यों गिरते हैं? क्योंकि हमारे अंदर वो उस भावना को समझने की ताकत है, संस्कार है हमारे अंदर, वो संस्कार है. तो जब वो भावना हमारे अंदर है in a dormant stage, moment we find that somebody is crying or enacting a scene of crime, you start crying. तुम जानबूझ के तो नहीं गाते ना, अपने आप ही रोना शुरू हो जाते हो, जानबूझ के नहीं करते। इसी तरह कोई एक्टर अजीब से कुछ मूवमेंट्स करता है तो हंसी क्यों आ जाती है? You are not deliberately trying to smile or laugh. It comes out naturally. Because there is that within you, those dormant sanskaras, those dormant emotions which are dormant and they trigger off when you see somewhat the same situation arising in front of you. So this is all about the Natya Shastra. इसमें बहुत गुण है। मैं आपको अभी उन चीजों पे नहीं, उन गहराइयों पे नहीं ले जा रही हूँ, क्योंकि उसको समझने के लिए पूरा हमारा एक जीवन पूरा निकल जाता है उसको सही ढंग से समझने। So now, can we come back to our Adavus? Back to Adavus. Since I'm sitting, let me show you the hand movements. थोड़ा सा हम hand gesture करके फिर उठते हैं, ठीक है? पताकम, Patakam, you have to speak also. Pataka, Pataka, Mudrakhya. You can say Mudrakhyam also, you can say Mudrakhya also. Whichever, let us say Mudrakhya. Mudrakhya, Kataka, Mushti. Kattari Mukha, Shukatunda, Kapithaka, Hamsapaksha, Shikhara, Hamsasya, Anjali, Ardhachandra, Mukura, Brahmara, Suchika Mukha, Pallava. You have to touch this to the base of the ring finger, your thumb. Pallava, Tripataka, Mridashirasa, Sarpashirasa, Vardhamanaka, Arada, Purnanatha, Mukula, Kataka Mukha. The two fingers between the four fingers, that is the first two fingers and the last two fingers. You curl this and this comes out in this manner. Your thumb comes out into the over the ring finger, over the ring finger. Kataka. Right? Now tomorrow we will, I will try to show you. I have already showed you the small little words that you formed out of the Patakam. That was, first was the rising sun. The rising sun. Then the door. You open a closed door. There is a path in front of you. You walk towards the path which leads you to an elephant. the right hand moves forward and backwards, forward and backwards, forward and backwards. And as it is moving forward and backward, this moves in the linear forward and backward. It's linear. While this is rotating in circle, half a circle. This moves in a linear forward and backward movement. Right? Okay. So now let's do the Adavus again before we
There's one question from a student, Shraddha.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I have a question related to mudras. Ma'am, I'm a Kathak dancer. तो मैम थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस मैंने देखा कि पताका और त्रि पताका ऐसे में, तो मैम ये मोहिनीअट्टम की जो मुद्राज है वो कहाँ से ली गई है ऐसे?
ये जो हमारी जो हस्त मुद्राएं हैं वो हमारी एक टेक्स्ट है हस्त लक्षण दीपिका, हस्त लक्षण दीपिका, यानी हाथों के अलग अलग लक्षण. हस्त लक्षण, इट इज इजी टू रिमेम्बर. दीपिका, दीपिका इज एक्चुअली व्हाट यू से दैट शोज लाइट, है ना, जिसको बोलते हैं कंपेंडियम बोलते हैं. हस्त लक्षण दीपिका नोट कर लिया आपने? Okay, so can we do that?
Thank you, ma'am.
We'll start. First, we will show through 1, 2, 3, 4, and then followed by the cholla, that is the syllables. And after we do the syllables, then we will put it in a melodic form, melodic pattern, so that you are able to follow how the melody you are supposed to put the footwork. With the counts, you will know exactly when to put the footwork, and the syllables is important for you to learn that particular order, right? So let us start with the first 1, 2, 3, and start. Wait. Next. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Now this, all the three will be done in the melody form. 1, 2, 3, start.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Exactly what she has done so that there is no confusion.
Yes, ma'am. Pardon?
The movements that she has shown,
Yes, ma'am.
you just follow exactly because we can always change it. Don't change any movement.
Okay,
Exactly
ma'am.
what she has done.
Okay, ma'am.
1, 2, 3, start. Ta ta ki ta om tari ki ta om ta ta ki ta tari ki ta om ta ta ki ta
I think if Malavika is there, I will join here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Malavika is there.
You show that again. First, you show the you show 1, 2, 3, 4 count. Then you recite the chulna and then you go for the melody.
Okay, ma'am. Start. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Right. Now, I want to. Pardon? I can't
The
hear.
melody now, ma'am? Or is
Yeah. Show the melody also, right? Show the melody also. Okay.
1, 2, 3, start.
There is a shloka which I feel all of you should also learn, which is very important. That is Angikam Bhuvanam Yasya. Angikam Bhuvanam Yasya Vachikam Sarva Vangmayam. Vachikam Sarva Vangmayam. Aharyam Chandra Taradi Tam Namaha. You can show it on that. Aharyam Chandra Taradi Tam Namaha Satvikam Shivam. I'll show it on the screen so that you are able to correctly note it down.
Might share the screen.
Yeah.
Is it visible now?
Is it visible to all of you? Please note it down correctly.
Yes, ma'am.
Angikam Bhuvanam Yasya Vachikam Sarva Vangmayam. आहार्यम चंद्र तारादि तम नमः सात्विकम शिवम. Angikam here means your body. Your body, that means what I said about Ritta and Ritya, all that will come under body. Angikam, Anga, it is related to Anga. It is related to your joints, it is related to your limbs, your torso, the chest, shoulders, head, neck, everything comes under the Angikam. Vachikam comes under the songs. When you dance, what you just heard, the melody in which certain words are there which convey some meaning. That is vachikam. That those songs which convey some kind of a meaning of words. There is a word meaning there. That is vachikam. Then aharyam, that is your costumes. Every dance form has a particular costume, and that costume differs from region to region. If I'm wearing a Mohiniattam white sari, white dress, it reflects the culture and tradition and customs that is adopted in the region of Kerala. केरला में अगर आप जाते हैं तो अधिकतर लोग, मैं आज की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ, आज तो सब कुछ अपनी पोशाक भूल गए हैं. हर रीजन के बच्चे अपनी पोशाक भूल गए हैं, सिर्फ वेस्टर्न पोशाक पहन के घूमते रहते हैं. तो अपनी जो खूबसूरती, हमारे हर स्टेट में अपनी एक खूबसूरत ट्रेडिशन है. कॉस्ट्यूम, इतने सुंदर सुंदर कॉस्ट्यूम्स हैं. उन कॉस्ट्यूम्स में जो वहाँ के लोग पहनते हैं, उनका जो पहनावा है, उस कॉस्ट्यूम को, उस ड्रेस को हम लोग अपने डांस फॉर्म में एडॉप्ट करते हैं. वो आहार्यम. उस आहार्यम में केवल कपड़े ही नहीं होते, केवल इट्स नॉट जस्ट द ड्रेस, इट इज ऑल्सो दी ऑर्नामेंट्स. हम जो आभूषण पहनते हैं वो भी उस जगह का आभूषण होता है. सर, हम सिल्वर का कोई ज्वेलरी नहीं पहनते. क्यों? क्योंकि साउथ में सिल्वर इतना यूज नहीं होता है जितना नॉर्थ में होता है. वहां पर जो मेटल जो अधिकतर पाया जाता है वो गोल्ड है. तो गोल्ड मेटल अधिकतर पाने की वजह से वहां पर जो ऑर्नामेंट्स, जो वेशभूषा है, वो अधिकतर गोल्ड और स्टोन्स भी वहाँ अधिकतर साउथ में पाए जाते हैं. तो नगई जो स्टोन्स हैं, उनको हम लोग उस पहनावे को, आभूषण को हम लोग अपने आहार्य में लेते हैं. तो आहार्य में आपका ड्रेस आ जाता है, आपकी ऑर्नामेंट्स आ जाती हैं, आपके जो पजेब है, आप पाँव में जो पहनते हैं, एंकल बेल्ट जिसको बोलते हैं, घुंघरू जिसको बोलते हैं, हम लोग उसको पुलिस बोलते हैं, आप लोग उसको शायद पाजेब, पायल बोलते हैं आप. तो ये भी वहाँ का हर स्टेट का, हर रीजन का अलग अलग पहनावा है जो हम लेते हैं आभूषण में. इसी तरह हेयर स्टाइल, जो हेयर स्टाइल हम लोग अडॉप्ट करते हैं वो भी अपने रीजन को रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं. तो आहार्यम चंद्रतारादितम नमः सात्विकम शिवम. अब ये जो श्लोक है वो मैं अभी केवल आपको सिर्फ एक जनरल आइडेंटिफिकेशन जो है हमारे आंगिक वाचिक आहार्य से मैं भी कर रही हूँ. कल जब मैं आपके साथ जोड़ूंगी तो मैं इसको आपको पूरी तरह से इसका अर्थ में हर तरह से अच्छी तरह और समझाऊंगी. बिकॉज फॉर दिस यू नीड टू नो व्हाट इज द एसेंस ऑफ इंडियन डांस. इट इज वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट. और ये सारा जो एसेंस है वो शिवा से रिलेटेड है. हम उस शिवा को नमस्कार करते हैं, जिसमें जो है जिसका जो शरीर है वो पूरा ये लोक भुवनम, ये पूरा भुवन जो है हमारा, ये पूरा जो हमारा यूनिवर्स है, वो यूनिवर्स को एम्बॉडीमेंट जो है वो शिवा है। शिवा इज द एम्बॉडीमेंट ऑफ दिस होल यूनिवर्स। आंगिकम भुवनम यस्य वाचिकम सर्ववाङ्मयम्, मतलब जिसका जो बोल है, जो स्पीच है, जिसकी जो जो कुछ भी उसके मुंह से निकल कर आता है, अक्षर हो, आपका व्यंजन हो, अक्षर हो, शब्द हो, जो भी निकल कर आता है, वो हमारे इस यूनिवर्स का स्पीच है, हमारे इस यूनिवर्स का एक लैंग्वेज है, स्पीच, वर्ड्स, ठीक है। वाचिकम सर्ववाङ्मयम्, जो कुछ भी, सर्व, सब कुछ जो आपके मुंह से निकल कर आता है वो हमारे लिए वाचिकम है। आहार्यम चंद्र तारादि, आहार्यम, आपके आभूषण क्या है? चंद्र और तारे, वो आपके आभूषण है। चंद्र तारादितम नमः सात्विकम शिवम, जो सत्व गुणों से भरा हुआ शिव है, उसको हम नमस्कार करते हैं। अब ये सत्व गुण क्या है, इसके बारे में ये जैसे मैंने बताया, अभी मैं थोड़ा सा बता रही हूँ सत्व गुण कैसे हैं, हमारे नृत्य में इस सत्व गुण को हम कैसे दिखाते हैं, वो सारा कुछ मैं आपको कल जब हमारा वर्कशॉप होगा मैं उसको आपको बताऊंगी। अभी मेरे साथ दोबारा से कहिए, आंगिकम भुवनम यस्य, ये बाय हार्ट करना है आपने सबने, और मैं कल सुनूंगी। आंगिकम भुवनम यस्य वाचिकम सर्ववाङ्मयम्, वाचिकम सर्ववाङ्मयम्, आहार्यम चंद्र तारादितं नमः, आहार्यम चंद्र तारादितं नमः सात्विकम शिवम, सात्विकम शिवम। तो ये आप अच्छी तरह बाय हार्ट करिए। एक तो और श्लोक जिसे मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप इसको बाय हार्ट करें, ये मैं आपको कल परसों में सिखाऊंगी। सो जस्ट टू क्लोज दैट, इज देयर एनी डांस का कोई क्वेश्चन है? फाइन, शेयर कर सकते हैं अभी डांस, जस्ट टू कंक्लूड। शब्द चाली का थोड़ा सा you will watch some of the movements that is there, very typical of Mohiniattam। मैं एक वीडियो अपना दिखा रही हूँ, आप लोग देखिए और देखिए कि इसके मूवमेंट्स कैसे हैं। So with this, come to the end of this workshop, this today's workshop, and tomorrow we will be meeting again at 9 o'clock. If there's any questions, you may ask me again. We have another, I think, 4 to 5 minutes.
Ma'am, your voice is very feeble.
I can't hear you.
Ma'am, your voice is very feeble.
Can you hear me now, Anjali? Is it? Am I on? We have another 3 to 4 minutes in case anybody wants to ask any questions. Or would you like me to repeat once again what all we have, just to recollect, recapitulate what all we have done today. We have done, is there any question anybody would like to ask me? Or you can just put it in the chat box also.
Yes.
All right. So let me recall what all I have spoken today. I spoke about the three important components of dance: Nritta, Nritya, and Natya. And of course, there is a fourth component, Abhinaya, which I'll be telling tomorrow in details. We have already taken a shloka of Abhinaya. And just I recited that, which you must by heart and come tomorrow. Nritta, I said, as we understand today, in general terminology, general understanding of the term is the pure dance, wherein the movements of the body, right from the footwork, the movements of the limbs, your hands, your wrist, neck, head, everything is all kinds of, there is a perfect blend of different movements and combination of different movements, which are basically to enhance your style. That particular style, to enhance the beauty of your style, the nritta, the body movements, become an essential part. So those movements that are mainly adopted to enhance the beauty of a style comes under the term as nritta. So the second is nritya. What is nritya? Nritya is the same body movements, the same movements. If you add certain movements which reflect a particular, which represent or symbolize something for the onlooker or the audience or the spectator to immediately connect to something that is existing in his real life, what is around it, be it the nature, the animals, or whatever. Something that he is accustomed to seeing in his real life. So when he sees that through a particular action of the dancer, that becomes rhythmic. So that which is representational or symbolic, which I tried to show how I said, when the tripataka, I think I said, if you show something like this, it means you are hitting something. But if you just show this tripataka, it is just a samudra. It does not symbolize anything. But if you show that you are hitting something, and then you are pulling it up, you are pushing it up, you are catching it, hitting, it goes up, you catch, hit and catch, hit and catch. So you can say that it is something that you are hitting and catching. Probably it could be a ball, because it's a ball that bounces and lifts up and then you can catch, right? So when you want to show the bouncing of the ball, you try to show how you are hitting, how it moves up, how you catch, you hit on the ground and catch. So nritya reflects some kind of a movement which is representation. When you come to natya, natya is something that generally, in the general terms of understanding, represents the facial expressions, the sentiments and emotions that you feel from inside and comes out in the form of bhava and rasa. Bhava and rasa. These are the two very, very, very difficult terms that go very deep when you want to understand. But right now you can say bhava is a feeling and rasa is what? When you express that, the onlooker gets a different feeling. He experiences something that is thrilling. That thrill is rasa. When you are eating something very tasty, see, you say, oh, इतना स्वादिष्ट है, बहुत अच्छा है, क्योंकि तुम्हारे taste buds जो हैं उसको पसंद करते हैं, तो तुम कहते हो बड़ा स्वादिष्ट, तो यू relish it. वो जो डिश है जिसको तुम relish करते हो उसमें कोई टेस्ट नहीं है. वो टेस्ट कब तुम्हें महसूस होता है, वो रस तुम्हें कब महसूस होता है, जब तुम उसको मुंह में डालो, उसका स्वाद ले. So just like that, whatever the dancer or the actor is portraying on the stage, when the onlooker gets a thrill out of that, उसको लगता है वाह कितना बढ़िया से नृत्य किया, वाह उसके expressions कितने beautiful थे. That experience that he feels is called as the rasa anubhuti, rasa swadana. बहुत सारे इसके terms हैं, अनुभूति, स्वादना. तो ये सब जो है नाट्य के अंदर. नाट्य में there are 9 important prime rasa and bhava, and these are called as the navarasa. Nava means 9, rasa means the sentiments. So Nava and rasa. The rasa is of course the aesthetic experience, and the sentiments are bhava. Rasa is the aesthetic experience, sentiment are bhava. So the 9 bhavas, when they come out, these navarasas come out in the form of aesthetic experience. So this is what, with this I conclude. I think today's time is now over, and wishing you all once again, go back home, eat well, good food, keep away from junk food, sleep well, and do all the activities that energize your mind. Keep your mind away from any negative thoughts. कोई भी गलत बात तुमसे करता है, उसकी बात मत सुनो, अपने अंदर की बात सुनो. कार्य ऐसा करो, एक्टिविटी ऐसा करो जिसमें तुमको लगता है कि मेरे सारे पॉजिटिव एनर्जीज उससे बन रही हैं और निकल रही हैं. कोई भी एक्टिविटी मत करो जिससे तुम्हें लगता है कि तुम्हारा अपना जो मेंटल स्टेट है वो बिगड़ रहा है, क्योंकि अगर तुम उसको बचा के नहीं रखोगे तो बिगड़ता ही जाएगा. See, so try to involve yourself in such activities that the Rhythmic is trying to organize, help you out. Enter into any activity. Yoga करिए, आप डांस करिए, गाना गाइए, आप क्राफ्ट करिए, पेंटिंग करिए, ड्रामा करिए, कुछ भी. Any activity that you feel will bring out a positive energy, will create positive energies in you, go with that. Do not keep yourself away from such activities and enter into the so-called negative environment of gossips and बहुत सारी चीजें उसमें आती हैं, आपको मुझसे ज्यादा पता है. और उसके लिए पॉजिटिव थॉट्स और एनर्जी के लिए स्वच्छ खाना, ऐसा भोजन खाना जो उन सब एनर्जीज को ट्रिगर करती हैं, वो ही खाना आप. Don't eat this junk food. Actually stimulate a kind of a quick response, जिससे आपको एकदम से गुस्सा आता है, नाराज होते हो, restless हो जाते हो. All this comes from certain food materials, elements that trigger off those unwanted reactions and responses. Keep away from them. Wishing you all a very good day ahead and looking forward to meeting you tomorrow. Namaste.
Thank you, ma'am.
Saying something, Anjali, or can I just?
साथ ही मैं यहाँ पे हमारे सपोर्टर्स को भी थैंक यू बोलना चाहती हूँ. डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ यूथ अफेयर्स, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टेक्सटाइल्स, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कल्चर, SRF फाउंडेशन, अशोक लेलैंड, तक्षशिला एजुकेशनल सोसाइटी, डॉक्टर विक्रम सेठ एंड कुसुम धर. थैंक यू. हम फिर से कल मिलेंगे 9 बजे. और गुरुजी का बहुत बहुत थैंक यू, मतलब हमें इतना सपोर्ट देने के लिए, और हमें रोज इतना कुछ नया सीखने को मिल रहा है. उस बहुत बहुत थैंक यू मैम, बहुत. अब मैं इस साथ सेशन का एंड करती हूँ. सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स को भी थैंक यू। कल फिर से हम 9 बजे इसी सेशन पे दोबारा मिलेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you all of you.
आज का तो बहुत ही अच्छा लगा। बीच में मेरा थोड़ा नेटवर्क खराब हो गया था क्योंकि बारिश बहुत होने लगी थी यहाँ पे, फिर बाद
ओके
में
मैम।
ठीक हो गया था। हाँ हाँ, बहुत अच्छा था। आज तो बच्चों ने भी
थैंक यू।
काफी रिस्पॉन्स दिया,
हाँ
काफी अच्छा
हाँ
रिस्पॉन्स दिया। बीच में लेकिन थोड़े निकल गए ना, ज्वाइन हुए थे 38,
हाँ हाँ हाँ,
लेकिन हाँ।
पार्टिसिपेंट्स थोड़ा
तो ये
जुड़े हुए
व्हाट्सएप
नहीं
ग्रुप
थे।
है क्या तुम लोग का, ये जितने बच्चे हैं?
हाँ मैम, वो हम कर देते हैं पिन, उनको दोबारा से टेक्स्ट कर देते हैं।
हाँ, थोड़ा सा मोटिवेट करो, थोड़ा
हाँ
सा
हाँ
मोटिवेट करो कि आज का बहुत अच्छा था, बच्चों ने बहुत अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स दिया, मैम ने बहुत